I want you to imagine it's the year 2028. You're at a bustling market in Lima, or maybe Mexico City. You spot something you want. A pair of imported headphones, maybe.
Okay, I'm there.
5 years ago, you would have reached under your mattress for that crinkled $20 bill you were saving just in case. You hand it to the vendor, and they smile. Cash is king, right?
The universal language of trade.
But now, in 2028, you hold out that bill, and the vendor just stares at you, confused, maybe even annoyed.
Cash? No thanks, friend.
Exactly. They point to a QR code. We take digital sol, digital real, or digital peso. It's instant, free, and safe. Suddenly, that almighty dollar in your hand feels old, like a relic.
That is a powerful image, Alex. The king of cash losing its crown on the street corner.
Welcome to the global ledger. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Today, we are talking about a structural shift that sounds like science fiction, but is actually just economics. We're talking about the end of the greenback's hegemony. Not with a bang, but with a software update.
We're diving into a document titled The End of the Greenback: How CBDCs Threaten the Dollar's Hegemony 2026 to 2030. Then, what exactly is a CBDC, and why should anyone care about another acronym?
It stands for Central Bank Digital Currency, and you should care because between 2026 and 2030, this isn't just a tech trend. It's going to be a state policy for regaining monetary sovereignty.
So, set the stage for us. Why is this happening now? The world feels different than it did in 2020.
It is. We are facing what analysts call the fourth global force. The first three might be things like climate change or demographics, but the fourth is specifically the advance of digital currencies.
Is this just crypto bros trying to take over?
No, and that's a crucial distinction. This isn't Bitcoin. This is the government. Governments in Latin America and emerging economies are tired of two things: tax evasion and relying on the US dollar for everything.
So, they are building their own digital competitors.
Exactly. The technology has matured, internet penetration is huge, the stage is set for a battle for your wallet.
Let's clear up that confusion immediately. If a CBDC isn't Bitcoin, what is it?
Think of Bitcoin as a wild horse. It's decentralized, nobody controls it, and its price jumps all over the place.
Fun for gambling, bad for buying milk.
Precisely. A CBDC, like a digital sol, is a trained thoroughbred. It's centralized, it's issued by the central bank, and most importantly, its value is stable. One digital sol always equals one physical sol.
So it's basically just the money we have now, but digital.
Yes, but with lethal usability.
Lethal?
Think about the physical dollar. It's great because it's anonymous, but it's also dirty, it tears, and good luck getting change for a $100 bill in a small shop.
Oh, I've been there, trying to buy a water with a $20 bill and getting a dirty look.
A digital currency kills those problems. It allows for transactions of pennies at zero cost. It's instant, and you can do it from a basic smartphone.
So it attacks the dollar's utility advantage.
Exactly. If the local digital money is easier to use than the foreign paper money, why would you hoard the paper?
This leads us to the war for retail use. The document says the dollar is about to lose ground here.
It's the substitution effect. Right now, people in emerging economies hoard dollars because they don't trust their local currency or banks.
The mattress savings account.
Right, but what if your local currency was just as safe, but faster? The document predicts a reduction in private demand for physical dollars. You don't need green bills under the mattress if you have stable assets on your phone, backed by your government.
It's also cheaper.
Much cheaper. Using dollars often involves exchange fees or bad rates. CBDCs increase efficiency, making the dollar comparatively expensive to use.
And there's a transparency angle too, right?
the formalization of the economy.
The dollar reigns in the shadows. It's the currency of the informal economy. CBDCs are tools of light. They force transparency.
If the government says you must pay taxes in digital soul, the space for using black market dollars shrinks.
Drastically.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to look at a specific case study, the digital soul in Peru. Can a piece of code really drop dollarization by 10% in 5 years?
The numbers are fascinating. Stick around.
We are back on the global ledger. Before the break, Ben, you teased a fascinating case study coming out of the Andes. We're talking about the digital soul in Peru.
That's right. This is where the theory hits the pavement.
So give us the numbers. Peru is a classic example of a partially dollarized economy, right? People use sols for groceries, but dollars for cars or apartments.
Exactly. Currently, dollarization in Peru hovers around 30%. That means nearly a third of the money mindset is green. But the projection is startling. If Peru successfully implements a digital soul, that number could drop from 30% to 20% in just 5 years.
A 10-point drop in 5 years? That is massive in economic terms.
It's a structural shift.
But why? Is it just because it's new and shiny?
It comes down to 3 things. First, convenience. The average citizen prefers paying with a quick QR code in their local currency rather than calculating exchange rates in their head.
No more mental math at the checkout counter.
Right? Second is financial inclusion. Millions of people are unbanked. They can't easily open a dollar account at a bank, but they can download a digital soul wallet on a basic smartphone.
So it democratizes access.
And third, for the government, it's about sovereignty. The central bank takes back control of the money supply. It stops them from being at the mercy of the U.S. Federal Reserve.
That word, sovereignty, is a perfect bridge. Let's zoom out from Peru to the global stage. This isn't just about buying groceries in Lima. This is a currency war.
It absolutely is. Toward 2026, the dollar faces a new type of structural competition. For decades, it was the dollar versus the euro or the yen.
Currency versus currency.
But now it is technology versus paper.
That's a great way to frame it.
Look at China. They have the ECNY, the digital yuan. They are pushing hard for international trade to be settled digitally, completely bypassing the SWIFT system.
And SWIFT is controlled by the US, so bypassing it allows them to dodge sanctions.
Exactly. And it's not just China. The BRICS nations are looking to trade digitally among themselves.
So, does this mean the dollar is dead? Is the greenback going to zero?
No. And the report is very careful about this. It doesn't predict the disappearance of the dollar. The dollar will remain the reserve currency for a long time. It will still rule the high towers of finance, the billion-dollar contracts.
But
It will lose the street. It will lose its ubiquity in the daily lives of people in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. It's losing the ground game.
let's look at the crystal ball. We are in 2030. How does the user experience compare? The document has a great comparison table here.
It's night and day. Let's look at speed. Physical dollar, slow. You have to physically hand it over. Digital CBDC, instant.
Cost?
Physical dollar, high. You pay the spread, the difference between buying and selling rates. Digital CBDC, low or zero cost.
And security?
If you lose a $20 bill, it's gone. If you get robbed, it's gone. A CBDC is encrypted and tracked. But that brings us to the flip side, privacy.
The physical dollar is anonymous. The digital soul is traceable by the state.
That is the trade-off. But the document makes a brutal conclusion. Convenience kills ideology.
Ooh, that's true. We trade privacy for convenience every day with our phones.
Most people will choose the faster, cheaper option. If CBDCs are more efficient, the physical dollar gets relegated to two places: illicit activities
Drug deals?
and long-term savings under the mattress. It stops being a medium of daily exchange.
Ben, this has been eye-opening. We are standing on the threshold of a monetary revolution.
We are. Between 2026 and 2030, the form of money itself is changing. This isn't just a tech update, it's a strategic move by nations to reduce their dependence on the US.
So for our listeners, whether they are investors or just trying to navigate this future, what is the practical takeaway?
Diversification. It used to mean hold some dollars and some local cash.
And now?
Now it means understanding digital assets. You need to understand electronic wallets and the new financial architecture.
The future is code.
The dollar won't die tomorrow, but that crumpled, dirty green bill in your pocket, its days as the king of the street are numbered.
Alex, thanks for guiding us through the future of money.
Thanks, Alex.
And thank you for listening to The Global Ledger. If you're still hoarding cash under the mattress, maybe it's time to look at your phone. We'll see you next time.